All right, guys. So this is the second part of the video I was recording before. I was believing that I was going to get a straight hour of the video, but you know that didn't happen. So hold on one moment. So anyway, I'm out of frame. I'll be right back in frame of just a moment here. Let me get my stand done. So you see, you hear me, and again, like I said, I'm shooting my videos. I'm not trying to shoot no awesome presentation and get all caught up into all this stuff. Oh man, I'm just shooting, information here. So I'm gonna read something from scripture. I was talking, so I missed a lot of good stuff. So there's nothing I'm saying here that is incorrect, because I'm basing everything on scripture, and I'm saying this before anything that you've learned here on this planet. I am. When you say I'm going to the gym today, I'm going to eat, I'm going to have lunch. I am going to have lunch. I am working out. I am having a good time with my family, with my children. See how I am perceives everything? Perceives everything and everyone. So we should just be giving all the glory to I am. And I'm saying I am because I like I am better than, we say God, God has been talked about in such a way that you say you God to somebody, they're going to say you hey, listen to this. If you say you God to someone, they're going to say, man, you lost your M-I-N-D. And then you say, that's right. That's the only way you can be G-O-D is by losing your M-I-N-D. Because if you hold on to the M-I-N-D, you'll block yourself from being I am. So you're right. You lost your M-I-N-D. I'm not speaking the word, I'm spelling the word out. Yes, I lost what's called the M-I-N-D, and the sentence is not finished yet. You lost your M-I-N-D and found I am self. How about that? Yeah, I did lose what's not real. The M-I-N-D is Miss M. That's nothing to keep. You don't want to keep that. Look, listen to the statement. The M-I-N-D is a terrible thing to waste. I know you heard that before. I'm spelling the word now. Don't get thrown. Some people be like, what is he spelling? I'm spelling what I'm not going to speak, okay? Because I know I am spirit and I am life. And I'm not going to speak that. I'm not going to I am that by, just, you heard the sentence. The M-I-N-D is a terrible thing to waste. They actually describing what it is. It is a terrible thing. Notice the sentence doesn't say it's a terrible thing to waste the M-I-N-D. They say it is a now you notice I am saying it because I'm not going to identify I am self as that. It is a terrible thing to waste. Waste means throw away. Now if you walk over to a waste basket imaginatively and imagine you throwing away the M-I-N-D, notice that you're still there. That's gone in the garbage, but you're still there. There's the release technique. I'm going to mention 5 places where they do exercises to help you dissolve what's called the M-I-N-D. Scientology have a thing called auditing, where they have you hold these cans and they can see electrical responses, basically emotional charge on concepts. So what they do, they keep auditing you. They keep talking to you about that. I've taken the courses. I got past the FEAR of going there, and I went there. I took some of the courses, and they really are there to help you. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say Scientology, where everybody, Scientology. Get past your FEARS and go to Scientology and watch you get helped. Now, that's one place. Then there's the release technique. They show you how to release the emotions that you are subject. And I want to use the term subjectively, but heartfully and abdominally, your solar plex, and you get the emotional charge off the concepts, and boom, what's called dissipates. Then there is Robert Shenfield has a book called Bustin' Loose from the Money Game, and I mentioned that in my book, where he have a thing called a creative process: belief, judgments, consequences. So he said, it's not enough to have a belief, But when you have a judgment about that belief, and then you believe in consequences, you lock that belief into place, and you keep emotionally charging that belief, and that belief will keep popping up into the three-dimensional holographic world. So he has a process where he takes you how to divest I am self out of the belief, and then don't stop there. Divest I am self out of the judgment as that belief or of that belief, and then divest I am self of whatever consequence that can come from having that belief. And then he says, I feel I am self coming back to I am. I say I am self. He said myself. I say I am self. I feel I am self. I feel I am self coming back to I am. Right, out of that false belief, out of that judgment based on that false belief, and the consequence that can come about because you believe in that way. And I feel I am self surging as I am. Now you can feel yourself as the I am, surging as I am. And then I feel I am self expanding more and more as I am. And now expressing I am self as the three-dimensional holographic visibility I am. See that? That's Robert Shenfield. Thank you, Robert Shenfield. Thank you, Scientology, L. Ron Hubbard. Thank you, Lester Leviston and Lawrence Crane for carrying on Lester Leviston's work. Go to www.thereleasetechnique.com and you'll see Lester Leviston's legacy he left behind in the hands of a wonderful being named Lawrence Crane, who's got all these wonderful courses. I don't care whatever you need help with it. They have the Release Technique. They do it. They even have from 9 to 5. You can call those who are very professional practitioners will help you with releasing once you buy courses. Okay. And then you got the meditation center. This is how they show you to get rid of what's called the mind. You throwing away pictures. And they have you throwing away pictures in decades. Like they'll say from 0 to 10, whatever images that you can come up, throw them away. And then they go from 10 to 20. And then from 20 to 30, and you throwing away decades of images. That's another way you attack to get rid of mind. And then there's a gentleman named Dr. Pillai. I saw one of his videos. He said, I don't know. Someone said, do you know what he said, I don't know what that is. He doesn't even acknowledge the mind. But he has an odd meditation where, he goes, you activate every chakra, and then you do the meditation for 20 minutes, 30 minutes actually. He said in 20 minutes, what's called the mind is dissolved. So you need to get this sucker out. Because if you're not having what you love having, it's because of this misinformation that needs demolition. That's what's in the way. Throw it out. You don't need it. And then people talk about they want to be in the brain all the time. Well, I'm gonna read something to you. Listen, the brain is a wonderful gift. Quiet is I'm a wonderful gift. Let me tell you this too. No one needs a brain. People say you need your brain. No, you don't. No one on this planet needs their brain. No one. You know why? Because you have a brain. What you need your brain to do is be quiet. Be still. When I am said, peace, be still, he's talking about this. Peace, be still. So you don't need a brain because you have a brain. That'd be like saying you need yourself. You are yourself. What you need to do, and then the real self you are, is realize the self you are, which is I am. So you don't need your brain because you have a brain. What you need your brain to do is be quiet, to be still. And let me read something to you. I don't have much light over here. I'm going to read as best I can. I don't have that much light. You all can see that. But here we go. And then I'm going to read the gentleman who wrote this. This is in my book, 3 Magic Words. If you advance on the path, you'll have a copy of this book. I'm not going to show the cover because I got all type of words, notes written. But here, listen to this. The brain is stilled. It does not cease from its natural, joyful activities, but it ceases from that terrified and joyless quest, which was inevitable to it as I'm trying to read this without light. Listen, I'm gonna turn this light on. I'm gonna squat down. You probably don't see me on camera, but you might. But I'm gonna get this light. So just listen to what I'm saying, like you listen to a radio program. So again, I'm gonna start again. The brain is stilled. It does not cease from its natural and joyful activities, but it ceases from that terrified and joyless quest which was inevitable to it as long as its own existence, its own foundation, its own affiliation to the everlasting being was in question or doubt. The man at last lets what's called THOUGHT go. The activities of the brain is about THINK, and ING, and THOUGHT. So that's let go. And then he glides below into the quiet feeling, the quiet sense as his own identity. That own identity is I am. See, once you get past this, remember I said problem, solver, questions, answers, finite, infinite, intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence always trying to go where wisdom already is. Now, you know you can't intellectually, no one. Call up all your friends, call up all your professors, all. None of you can intellectually put all your what should be quiet together and create a fingernail that can grow and come out and then grow again. That's all I am. Finished, done, wisdom. All right? I'm going to go down and finish reading this. Listen. All right. So he glides below into a quiet feeling, the quiet sense as his own identity, which is the I am self, the self I am. And other things as the universe. He glides past the feeling into the very identity as I am self, where glorious all consciousness leaves no room for separate self or emotions. He leans back as the silence, as that inner being, and bars off for a time every THOUGHT or any THINKING, every movement and every impulse to action, whatever in the faintest degree may stand between him and that. And so there comes to him a sense as absolute repose, a consciousness as immense and universal power, such as completely transform the world for all. As life is changed, I am become the master as fate perceives that all things are hurrying to perform I am's will. And whatever is that in that region as the inner life may condense to I am that already is shaping I am self to utterance and expression as the outer world about I am self. In such manner do I come to the realization that I am self is what's called G-O-D. That's right. I am self is what's called G-O-D. That's why this gentleman wrote this book called God I Am. But again, you know, I'm a little cautious about saying G-O-D is you, because then you'll say, oh, right? And you will say you lost your M-I-N-D. And that's the only way you are God, when you lose your M-I-N-D. You get that? If you hold on to the M-I-N-D, you won't know that you're G-O-D or I am. Because it will block you from that awareness. It is the veil that's lifted. The illusion, the delusion that you're not I am. While the whole time you're creating and you're allowing people, places, things, moments, circumstances, events, and experiences to appear, and then you wondering why, because you are not consciously aware of what you're allowing. As Tom Cameron would say, conscious creators. So then I'm going to show you some other books. All right, to back up what I'm saying. See, I got the research. I'm not just shooting off from nowhere. I have the research. And I'm strongly talking, because if you're really looking to be free, you got to let all these other things go, man. And when you got to let them go, what reward are you giving yourself holding on to anything other than I am? So I'm going to finish. I'm going to read this other thing here. It says, Okay, in such a manner do we come to the realization that I am self is I am. In such a manner do I learn to turn I am attention from the material world and originate all things on the plane itself, as I am. By forsaking ego, finding I am true self, whatever good conceives or pictures manifests as the physical world. I become the doer, the knower, the creator, which makes all things as self. And that self is all things. You're awesome. You're unlimited. You're awesome. You're unlimited. Let me show you something. You are awesome. You are unlimited. You're not limited. This is limited. Everything that's going on here is nothing but limitations. Test it out. I'm not going to say I am up here. See, I'm not, listen, our brains was created to be quiet and silent, just like the other organs. The first organ that's when the doctor tell a woman you have a child, you have life in you, the first organ and the only organ they hear is the heart. The heart, Amology and heartology are the same. The heart create all the other organs. If the brain crashes, the heart still ticking, one has still a chance. The heart crash, the heart stop pumping, the brain crashes. Because the heart precedes the brain. So where should our focus be? Compassion. See, in this world, we have very little compassion because everybody want to be here. And it looks like when you're getting over on somebody else, you're doing something, and all you're doing is you're doing yourself. You're doing yourself. Because you're going to be gotten over on by someone else. That's going to look like someone else, but that's really you. Do unto others as you have done unto you. Wake up and realize what you're doing. Everybody's in the plane flying. If you don't know that you're flying, you're going to hit cloud. You're going to run into other planes. Then you're going to say that's an accident. No, an accident is someone who's unaware that they're I am and they're created and allowing. So this is what I'm teaching here. So I said, I read down, right? You are unlimited, right? Look at this. You're unlimited. So you got to ask yourself, what type of material are you getting yourself involved with? Like, who you listen to? Who's teaching you? If they're not teaching you correctly and you trusting them to teach you, but they misguiding you, where are you? Okay, so I'm going to back up what I'm saying. Like, you heard me read from that book, 3 Magic Words, right? And I'm going to read something else right now. Listen to this. Whom seek ye? Have I told you that I am? If therefore you seek I am, let all these other things go. Let me show you what you need to let go. Let me read this verse again. Have I told you that I am? If therefore you seek I am, let all these go their way. That's John 18:8. Have I not told you that I am? Then let all these go. M-I-N-D, law of attraction, subconscious, whatever else they got out there. Let all that go. Because John 8:58 doesn't say before Abraham was, M-I-N-D was. Before Abraham was, law of attraction was. Before Abraham was, subconscious, M-I-N-D was. No, before Abraham was, I am. And you don't say, I'm law of attraction going to the store today. You say, I am going to the store. You don't say, I am with my law of attraction with law of attraction with my family today. You say I am family today. You don't say law of attraction or M-I-N-D, subconscious M-I-N-D, working out today. No, you say I am working out today. See that? See how I am precedes everything you are and everything you're doing. So why are you sticking on to these other things? See, you want to play the game and empower stuff that doesn't empower you. See, these things take your power, but they don't give you power back. You invest yourself into I am invest I am self right back into I am, which is you. That's why my book is titled, listen, you got to get a copy of my book. It's the best $50 you're going to invest. Trust that. And I'm starting a course for those who buy a book. The course is $25 a month, and when you buy a book, $25 goes to the course. That's right. So no one can prove me wrong. I don't care who's out there. They can't look at this video and say, this guy is talking about something that's not real. I'm talking as reality and about reality, which is I am. Like, I am talking as reality. See that? I am preceded everything else. Let me tell you something. You are I am. You better know that. You are I am. And let me back that up real quick. Stay right there. You are I am. Look at this book. I am you, and you are I am. I didn't write this book, but this book right here, I will you'll get it when you buy my book. Where's my book? All these books you see me pulling up, they all in here. See, I back up everything in here. This is a transcendental self-awareness meditative research manual. I'm going to say that again. This is a transcendental meditative self-awareness research manual. I'm going to say that differently. I'm going to put a different word in. This is a transcendental meditative I am awareness research manual. And I refer you to all these books that I'm pulling up and more. I refer you to some of Anthony Robbins' books. I know everybody know who Anthony Robbins is. And I refer you to YouTube channels. I refer you to the Bible. So all of my research here is backed up. And my new cover, on the cover it says, I am an investment. Invest in yourself. You are the investment. When you get the right information, you study and you putting that time in, you investing in I am self. Now look, I am you and you are I am. Don't worry, because this book is in my book. You'll be able to look in there and go find out where you can go get a copy of this book. And then look at this book right here. See, I am is coming out. I am. And look what this says. I am. The power of discovering who you really are. I am. The power of discovering who you really are. That's why my book, all the chapters are, you are abundance, you are power, you are love, you are a millionaire, you are prosperity. You already this. And guess what? You listen to Tom Cameron's videos and you listen to Amology Jr. videos and you listen to Neville Goddard video, who's a student of Abdullah, they always talk about living in the end result, don't they? Well, guess what I've done with my book? When you read this book, I have you experiencing as the end result. This book is written. You are actually, look, I'm saying you are these, right? So the book is written. Every time you see the word, like in abundance, every time you see the word abundance, you see YOU in parentheses next to abundance. 23, 25 to 30 pages. And then I even write a scene where you are actually, because I'm a former actor and screenwriter, I still write movies. And I write the screenplay, and you're cast in the role as abundance. So whoever you're speaking to in that scene, you're speaking as abundance. So that's the end result. And then at the end of that, I had you do a meditation. You know, I said, don't speak the realization, the affirmation. Go through, feel I am through first. And then the third time, speak I am self. Speak yourself as the meditation. Then I have 3 or 4 pages where you can write your own scene. But you are writing the scene as abundance now. That's the end result. You don't have to try to be an end result anymore. I did all the work for you in this book. How could you not invest $50 in yourself? $50? That's it? That's all? That's I am? No, that's it. That's I am. See, I even called I am self. I'm going to keep, you will hear me say I am self, right? I called I am self. $50 is, listen, if you invest in I am going to invest in you as you. So you're buying this book, investing in I am. Look, I even put the author name is I am. I was working with a publishing company and they said, we need your, I said, no, the name goes on the book is I am. We need your picture. No, I put a silhouette image on the back of the book. Look at that. Showing someone meditating. That could be any one of you who have a copy of this book. Because see, my whole focus was not to feature what somebody would consider myself. My focus was to feature I am, which is you. Right? That's why I put I am on here. I'm looking out for you. I'm doing something. Uh-oh, excuse me. Leave that in the video. I'm looking out for you. I'm doing something that you just rarely don't get anywhere else. I'm making sure you're on the right path. All the research that's in this book, the way I talk on my videos, I'm making sure you can't go wrong. And I'm I don't prefer to use the word grounding, but I'm anchoring you. I like that word. That's better. I'm anchoring you as and in the realization and the respect as I am. I am deserves the respect. I am put us all here. And let me put this correctly. I don't want to cater to no, I am self here as what appears to be you, and I am self. These bodies are the garments that I am is wearing. I am is wearing what you believe you are as the garment what you believe you are. That's I am. I am wore Abraham. Everyone called I am physical garment, flesh, Abraham, but that was I am. And now I am is wearing you. I am self in the world is you. Let me tell you something. I am don't need to be worshipped or praised. I am is loving to have an experience as you. I am was meant to be experienced. That's why the name say I am happy. That's an experience. That's not idolizing and worshiping. I am happy. See, so many beings are working and studying to go to heaven. You need to be creating heaven here. We need heaven on this planet more than beings need to go to heaven. So like if you're busy creating heaven on the planet Monday through Saturday, then when Sunday comes, you can come and fellowship with everybody and everybody can share their heavenly created stories with each other. Now that's a place on Sunday that's worthwhile being at. Everyone is comparing how they created heaven on earth, how they were kind to someone, how they didn't rush somebody in traffic, how they didn't run a red light or a yellow light, how they didn't litter the earth and throw paper on the ground. Because I am loved the world so much that he gave his only begotten son, S-U-N. The sun up there that we see every day, if that sun was not there, nothing on this planet would be alive. I am is an infinite sun. Now, you imagine seeing the infinite sun. I mean, as far as you can see, left, right, north, and south, just sun. But I am saying, let me give you a little bit of I am self into this universe so that everything in this universe is alive. You take that sun out from up there, everything is done on every planet. So I am loved the world so that he gave his only begotten son, S-U-N, life source that resurrects plants every spring, that keeps solar energy in I am body. I know you all say, I never heard this before. Well, that sentence is not correct because that sentence is not finished yet. You never heard this before, comma, until now. Now the sentence is correct and the sentence is completed, finished. Now, let me say this. You are I am. You deserve to hear the truth. I am is the truth. You deserve to hear the truth. Now, will you allow yourself to continue to hear the truth? Will you keep coming back, listen to these videos? And will you go ahead and invest in yourself and get a copy of I Am book? $50? How many times have you circulated $50 out and you don't remember where you put that $50? I guarantee if you put $50 here, you won't ever forget that. And you keep a copy of this book with you. Because I do, listen, I'm on this journey as and with you. I am doing the same thing. Listen, a good leader creates leaders, not followers. If you listen to everything I'm saying and how I'm delivering what I'm saying and how I wrote this book, I'm creating you as a leader, not a follower. But now you can call and email me and ask questions, and I will support the leadership you are, but not the following. But you can say follow because you go on Twitter and you say follow and you follow. Okay, in that sense. But I like for you to wake up as the leader you are, because you are I am. I don't prefer to cheat you out of that and act like I'm more evolved than you are. I'm more aware, yeah, but at the same time, as I speak to you properly, I'm talking to I am. You are I am. Did this book not say discovering I am? The power of discovering who you really are? I'm talking to I am. Why would I treat you like you're not I am? Then if I do that to you, I'm doing that as unto I am self. Look at this book. I am you and you are I am. If I disrespect you, I'm disrespecting I am. Which is, did you hear that? I am, right? If I disrespect I am, I'm disrespecting I am. If I disrespect I am, I'm disrespecting I am. If I cheat I am, I'm cheating I am. But I'm not going to cheat I am, because I'm wise enough to know I am, I am. So as I give, I am receiving. Do you know, I'm telling the truth. You know it right here. You know I am right here. You can feel this is real stuff. You know there's no lies being told here, because I'm talking about the Almighty. I am deserves to get I am's glory. Right? Am I saying that correctly? Or I say it like this. Give I am's propers. And that's giving yourself, the self you are, your proper. So, boom, right? You are everything, and everything is you. I am, discovering the power of who you really are. Look at this. I am you, and you are I am. So I'm not just standing up here by I am self saying,